The battle droid army holds an immense trench position on the planet of Geonosis. In order for the second invasion of Geonosis to be successful, the clone trooper army is going to have to annihilate this position. So Geonosis Arf Troopers of the 212th Attack Battalion have sat in trenches, observing the droids, waiting for their moment to strike. But the longer they wait, the more droids arrive as reinforcements. The clones call in reinforcements of their own, deciding now was the best time to strike before the defenses got even more difficult. Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, back with some more Men of War Assault Squad 2, the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, and we have a brand spanking new map here, boys. Yes, this is a Darth Bacon map, one of the greatest map creators for Men of War out there, and he has created this immense Geonosis trench defense. This is absolutely insane. The scale of this trench, it is very reminiscent of World War I trench warfare, with the frontline trench up here, the reserve trench in the back along with the command center, and a middle trench as a fallback line. Very, very reminiscent. I wonder if he modeled it after real life World War I trenches. It's so cool. So the droids have a ton of static gun positions, mortars, machine guns, etc., as well as Geonosis infantry, and the clone troopers have a whole lot of firepower themselves. They have this immediate trench that they are going to be charging out of, along with two mortars in the trench to provide a little bit of support once that whistle is blown for the charge. Then in the back lines, they have AV cannons, TX-130Ts, and AT-TE tanks, along with infantry reinforcements. These guys will be charging forward to assist the charging clones at the very front lines. This will be one of the best battles I think we have ever done on this channel. I am so unbelievably hyped about this. It's gonna look sick. So guys, we'll get going here. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit the like button. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours. It would help out the channel a ton. Subscribe if you have not already, and comment on down below what battles you'd like to see next. And would you like to see more battles on this map? I could envision this being a series because it's such a large map. Either way, big shout out to Nathaniel Anuziata for being a Patreon member. Appreciate you, man. And without further ado, let's get it going. What's up, gamers? I'm here to tell you about Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an amazing place where you can get some fire deals on all sorts of video games. Seriously, it's like 60 to 95% off, as you can see here. These are all of the Star Wars titles they have. They literally have every Star Wars title. You can also get XCOM here, Men of War Assault Squad 2. All of the games I play on the channel you can buy here for extremely cheap prices. If you use my affiliate link in the description, it helps me out a ton. So thank you guys for listening to this sponsorship, and thank you to Instant Gaming for continuing to sponsor the channel. All right, I got my bean juice, I got my hydro homie water. We're ready to get this thing popping, boys. Let's go in slow-mo for this initial assault, and we are pressing start right now. Let's watch as these 212th troopers get up. Boop, boop. That's the sound of the whistle getting blown for the charge. I can't actually whistle. I can't whistle, so I gotta do boops. And here we go. The 212th clone troopers charging on forward. Their reinforcements should be coming forward as well, and that they are. Make the charge happen, baby. Come on, lads. Get on forward here, and let's go slay some droid cheeks here. The clappening shall be happening very, very soon. All right, let's go into normal speed here. I think this battle is large enough that we just need to enjoy the immense explosions, laser fire, etc., etc., in full-on motion. And here we are, the droids peppering out fire at the attacking clone troopers. The clone troopers returning as much fire as they possibly can here. No droids going down yet. I say that and a droid dies. That's the curse of the daily. If I am watching you in-game, you are likely performing worse. I know, I get it. You know, it's one of those things where, like, you don't perform as well because someone epic is watching you. Ho-ho. Alright, the 212th is dying out here pretty rampantly. They do outnumber the droids about 3 to 1, so they should be able to, you know, muscle their way through this if they really keep on those droids and, you know, take out a whole lot of them in this initial attack when they are their strongest, but I am seeing TX-130Ts burning to the ground as they get shot by incoming droid laser fire. This is a seriously epic battle. The amount of sheer destruction that we are experiencing right now is unparalleled to most of the battles we've seen in the past. The droid trenches under constant fire here. Lots of the troopers ducking in cover, trying to escape the onslaught of the clone troopers, but few of them do manage to escape. Most of these droids are getting slaughtered. It seems like the left side of the droid encampment over here is doing a little bit better than the far right. The far right is nearly entirely destroyed, while the far left is doing pretty a-okay. Meanwhile, actually, the clones on the far left, there is correlation here. A lot of the clones on the far left here completely wiped out. Only the reinforcements remain, and they are just now getting in here. Meanwhile, on the far right, the clone troopers are actually making it past the tank traps at this juncture and proceeding on forward with the battle. They have taken losses on the far right as well, but they are minimal compared to the far left. Mortar shots impacting the clone trooper lines here. Rocking these dudes, giving them a little bit of shell shock. It's not great. I know I've asked this in previous videos, but do you guys think clone troopers are susceptible to getting like shell shock and PTSD and things like that? I mean, they are bred to be, you know, super soldiers. They're bred to not have, you know, the normal limitations of regular real soldiers and things like that. But I do wonder, you know, is there any sort of shell shock going on with clone troopers? I don't know. Can you program that out of a human? You never know. Either way, the front lines of droids seem to be crumbling right now, while the back lines are beginning to get ignited in this battle. These droids now taking the place of the front line battle droids in terms of the maximum amount of firepower coming out here. They're peppering the clones with all that they've got, but is it going to be enough? This dish turret has been destroyed already. Some of these turrets are still managing to go, but as you can see, they're getting targeted pretty heavily. So they are dropping as well pretty rapidly. Now, the droids on the far left over here finally did end up going down, but the left second line is still fully intact for the clone troopers. That's going to be tough. The left side seems to be the main pocket of resistance for the battle droid army here. We got an ATTE doing some overhead fire for the clone troopers, doing supporting fire, if you will, and, you know, spattering some good HE shells across the droid lines here. Beam turret down the middle here, getting some good spam fire out, trying to prevent, I think, a lot of these cloney boys from actually entering into the trench system itself. I think once the clone troopers do actually enter into the trench system, the droids are going to have a much tougher time, because right now the clone troopers are still sort of in the midst of a no man's land. You know, they got no cover here. They're probably sweating through their cheeks right now at the fact that they've got no cover. This is not a fun thing to be a part of at the moment. But as soon as they actually get into the trench system itself, they're going to have that same cover that the battle droids have available to them. And I think at that juncture, it's going to be harder for the battle droids to actually win this assault. Now, the clones on the left side here are actually managing to make some things happen. I'm a little surprised. This was the struggle point for the Republic for the longest time. But now it seems like the far right is the struggle point. A ton more losses happening on the far right than on the far left right now. It sort of seems to be, you know, a bit of a switcheroony in terms of which part of the battlefield is struggling the most for the Republic. Of course, the Republic still has a lot of troopers left alive. If we look at the minimap at the top left real quick here, blue are clone troopers who are left alive, and red are battle droids that are left alive. And the clones seriously do have a lot of troopers across this entire trench system here. The droids, of course, do as well, but it seems to mainly be their very backmost line that is still capable of outputting any sort of fire. The front line and the second line are nearly destroyed at this point. And here we go. The clone troopers actually are making a big surge into the trenches at this point. That's what is going to be a turning point, I believe, in the totality of this battle. Now that the clone troopers actually have cover for themselves, although a lot of them jumping out of the cover right now. Guys, come on. Throw me a bone here. Get in the cover. There you go. Some of these guys are doing it. But yeah, now that the clones actually do utilize the cover that the droids once had, I think the droids are going to crumble under the weight of the Republic assault here. And dang, can we just admire how cool of a map this is? The cinematics available in this map are unreal. It just looks so dope, dude. I love this. This is what I live for in Men of War Assault Squad 2. Straight up, this is what I live for. Clone troopers entering into some forward command positions for the battle droids. Looks like we have an R2 unit here. Cannot confirm nor deny if it is the R2-D2, but he glows like an absolute god right there. Wonder if there's any Gonk droids in this system as well. Lord Gonk be with us. Ooh, there's a Chinese food box though. Yum, delicious. Alright, clone troopers taking some more losses. We can hear the mortars going off. I think the mortars are the most lethal things that the droids have in their arsenal at this moment. It is sort of single-handedly keeping the battle droid army intact right now. Those mortars getting some good pepper fire out onto the clone lines, killing many clone troopers at once, and injuring a whole lot of clone troopers as well. That is a very, very powerful thing right now. In fact, let's go ahead and check in on the droid kills here. So this mortar has 20 kills. This mortar has 39 kills. This mortar... Oh, next to Lord Gonk and the medical droid. Praise be unto Gonk. This one has 34 kills. This one has 25 kills. And this mortar right here has 12 kills. And the last mortar right here has 18 kills. So yeah, all of the droid mortars at least in double digits in terms of kills. Double digits. Probably averaging about 25 kills a mortar. That is seriously good. That is a very decent amount of outcoming fire and actually kill percentage, because you can get as much fire out as you want, but if you're not hitting targets, you're not getting kills, and you're not being effective. But they are being effective. Not only are they getting a lot of fire out, but they're also getting some serious kills here and supporting their infantry. So those droid mortars doing a whole lot of work for the separatists here. Not too shabby. There's also plenty of machine guns left alive for the battle droid army here as well. Not nearly as many as there were before, but you know, those things being alive, they count for something. That seriously matters. And it seems like the droid tank traps here are getting the ATTEs actually stuck, which is big, including this TX-130T right here. Getting those vehicles stuck is massive. Now the clones won't have vehicle support for the next portion of this battle. If we look at the minimap right now, blue are clone troopers left alive, red are droids left alive. I'd say it's almost even in terms of numbers. The clones maybe have a little bit more of an advantage, but not by too much. That's going to make the proceedings of this battle increasingly more difficult, as the number advantage that the clone troopers enjoyed previously is now next to gone. That's not going to be very good at all. We've got a DC-15X trooper right here firing out at the battle droid army. This looks so dope. Oh, there'd be so many good, like, computer wallpapers that you could take from this battle. You know, just screenshot a few of them. It would just look epic. This is seriously a cinematic masterpiece of a battle. Darth Bacon outdid himself. Outdid himself. All right, this trooper with the DC-15X actually has 4 kills. His partner here has none. This guy's got 1. This guy's got none. 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 Weak. A lot of clone troopers with 0 kills under their belt. This guy's got none. This guy's got 2. There you go. That guy's got 4. Oh, that might be the sniper we saw before. This guy's got none. Just trying to see. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. This guy's got none. Weak. Come on, guys. Wow, very, very few clone troopers actually have any kills. But what we are seeing right now is a mass assault on the far right side. This seems to be actually a position where the clones at first were doing horribly, but they've made a complete and utter comeback here, and this is actually the most promising assault positions that the clones have seen in the entirety of this battle. These guys are farther ahead than anywhere else, and they have the most troopers than anywhere else. This could be the potential for a, you know, victory sweep. Essentially, all they have to do is take this one blockade of droid defenses and then sweep to the right and flank the droids. That would be, you know, ideal for a winning condition here, and I think the clones might just be able to do it. As they creep forward, they're playing it slow and steady and getting droid kill after droid kill. The separatists are weakening in these bunkers and going down. This one last droid beam turret is making a good final stand here. It's getting some good output fire, but there's just too many clone troopers, and it does end up going down. That droid is now defeated. Now, Lots of the droids in this base have already been killed because the clones, of course, as they come up over the trench, have the high ground and they're able to just sort of shoot them down wherever they please. But there is still a number of droids over here, including a droid E-Web turret, which is now peppering the clone troopers that have come a little too far forward. If I was the clones, I would simply go right here where these guys are right now and just lob a grenade in. Luckily, the droids made the foolish mistake of placing this E-Web turret far too close to the trench border. It should be a little bit farther back for more effective damage done to clone troopers here. However, the clone troopers don't seem to be grenading it in the slightest, and I think that's going to be their downfall. That would be the simplest and easiest way to kill this thing. It does end up going down, but it did manage to get a few clone trooper kills there that were just not necessary to take for the clone troopers. You know, yeah, it got 5 kills in that little battle right there, that little skirmish, and those were completely unnecessary losses for the clone troopers to take. You know, this battle, it is closing in on a clone victory. This entire trench is now almost taken. There's one droid left alive right here, and he is getting grenaded right there. But this entire pack of droids right over here, these 2 trench systems are still intact with droid defenders, including mortars. These mortars could still do some serious damage, and there's, of course, a lot of droid infantry as well. Now, the clone troopers do outnumber the droids now. They have taken back sort of that number advantage, but this final stand is going to be brutal, I have a feeling. I think the droids are going to be bringing everything that they've got, and every single clone trooper is going to be necessary for this defense. We already see mortars lobbing out fire. We see shotgunners managing to get some clone trooper kills here. Look at this. How's this mortar doing? Ooh! Nice little double kill right there from that mortar. Beautiful. Alright, but the clones are in the trenches now, and they are beginning to do breach and clear tactics, taking it slow and steady, one step at a time, leapfrogging soldiers in between each other to come forward. We've even got a Z6 rotary cannon up in the front lines here, doing some work. Grenades coming through, actually get a kill right there. That trooper tried to toss it away, but stepped forward. A bit of a bluff in his part right there. Not great. More clone troopers coming on forward here. Ooh, we got fire over this way, taking out a droid AA gun over there. Not bad at all. Now the last droid trench is alive over here. It is slowly getting strangled. It seems like the droid defense that I thought would be a little bit greater ended up not being so great. The clones have managed to do that flanking sweep that we were talking about, and they are wiping out the droids one by one by one. Just a few droids remain here. The mortars still pointing this way. They're not moving. Oh, we do have a couple clones actually coming up over the top. It is our Z6 rotary cannon friend over here. He's trying to get some fire out. He's definitely misplaced himself here. This is not great positioning from this clone trooper. Buddy, what are you doing? He's still alive somehow. I think the droids just aren't really outputting good enough fire right now. And he's got a friend here to cover fire for him a little bit. Oh, okay, both of them end up dying. Yeah, that was pretty poor positioning from his part. That was not great. That was really a bit of a flawed assault from that Z6 rotary cannon trooper. I mean, people are susceptible to getting a little bit of hubris going, especially as you begin to roll at the end. You know, you want to keep on your toes because the enemy could always end up getting you in a nasty little choke point. They could always end up getting you in a vulnerable position and winning this. I don't think the droids are going to be capable of doing that right now, but I'm just saying hubris is hubris for a reason. It never pays off. All right, we've got one last B1 battle droid over here. He's doing a little bit of a last stand right now against the clone troopers. He's only got an E5, a pretty weak rifle, and he does end up getting slapped right there. The clone troopers managed to get a victory against this immense battle droid army trench system, but it was definitely a flawed victory. Look at the losses that they experienced across the battlefield. Extreme deaths have been had by the clone trooper army here, and they have lost many a vehicle as well. This position, you know, was probably a close victory. Not quite a Pyrrhic victory, but definitely a close victory in the end here. I think the clones lost 2 times as many troopers as the droids lost. It was definitely a brutal battle for the clone trooper boys, but they did manage to achieve a victory here. at a great cost, of course. A pretty epic battle. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was one of the most cinematic and beautiful battles that we have done in a very, very long time. Massive shout out to Darth Bacon for making this battle. He is an absolute legend. If you look up his works on the workshop, you'll find a lot of awesome stuff by him. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly do hope that you did enjoy it and you've enjoyed the content recently. It means a lot that you guys keep coming back and keep watching the videos. Really appreciate y'all. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you have not already, and comment on down below if you enjoyed the video and what you'd like to see next. Once again, shout out to my Patreon members. Thank you. You guys keep this channel running. Appreciate y'all. Remember to comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like button. And I will see all of you in the next video. Peace out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.